Wow, that was fast. I hope that you didn't see my struggle there. Like, that was really hard. I was trying to figure out how to, like, turn my camera, and this is the first time I've ever done a live video on YouTube. Now I have to figure out how to share this with everybody. Because I'm not sure how to do that. This is so weird. I'm like watching myself on my computer, and now it's like talking. Let me figure out how to share this with everybody. That echo's driving me crazy. Let everybody roll in here anyways. We got 52 so far. You're smart. Volume off on the thing, so. Okay, let me figure out how to share this right quick. It's not gonna work. Okay. I promise next time I will be more like ready for this, but since this is the first time I've ever done a live video on YouTube before, I'm still kind of struggling, and y'all get to watch me struggle, basically. All right, well, at least I did it to the Facebook page. Thanks. Let's see if I can do it on the gram. Night past midnight. Probably can't guess where you're from. South Carolina. How's everybody doing? Like, how are you guys doing on your fasting days so far? That is the biggest question, because if you haven't done intermittent fasting before, I want to know, what are your guys' struggles with? Is it like staying away from the kitchen, or what are you guys feeling? Hunger pains, yeah. Have you guys done coffee? Have you done water or tea or anything like that? Staying away from the kitchen. Coffee and water. Yep. Quarantine is boring. I agree with that. Your workout. Does the hunger go away? Yes, the hunger will go away. I know, like, within the first 5 to 10 minutes, it feels awful, and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm dying. But really, it is just those 5 to 10 minutes. Try not to think about it. Get up, move around, walks. I love going on walks on my fasting days. Black coffee, boredom binging. Oh my gosh, yes. I have been stress binging the past couple of days, which has been terrible. It doesn't help too that, like, that time of the month is happening. if you know what I mean. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, like, why not? Wow, I'm getting so many messages. I am so sorry that I can't read through all these. You can't even go outside. They told us here that we're allowed to walk, hike, bike, stuff like that as long as we practice social distancing. Mm, you can't even step outside? That's a bummer. Oh my God. I really hope it doesn't get that bad here. You can't even, well, I guess if New York, New Jersey, I never been there, so I'm not really sure what where you live basically. I don't know. Like here we have lots of area. Oh, you can go out? I thought someone just said that you couldn't. Mm, you can't go out. I don't even know. You can go out but not after 8. Yeah, we can only technically go out if we can only buy like groceries and medicine and stuff like that. Telling you how many calories that I take in on an eat day is gonna be different than how many you need to take in on an eat day. That's why I linked that tdeecalculator.net website for you guys to go to and determine what your calories are, because I work out 6 days a week and I am very active and my weight's different than yours, my body type's different than yours. So going to that website and figuring out what your calories are, that's gonna be easier for you to know what's right for your body. Because if you're like, if, for example, if you're 180 pounds, then you're going to have a higher total daily energy expenditure than I would. Maintenance or a little below maintenance. I keep my calculator basically a little bit below my maintenance. So that way, if I do eat over a little bit, then I know that I still have enough calories to eat up until my maintenance, if that makes sense. It's kind of confusing for some people. How long did it take me to work up to 36 hours of fasting? Well, my first week of intermittent fasting, I did 500 calories on my fasting days. And then the week after that, I was able to go for 40 hours. What kind of exercise and how long do I do it? On my fasting days, I do my lifting exercises. So that involves like my in-home gym with my dumbbells, my weights, my barbells, my power rack, things like that. So I do lifting. One thing for you guys, if you don't have a gym or if you don't have like dumbbells or kettlebells or anything like that, try looking up body weight exercises on YouTube, and that way you don't have to have any equipment. My favorite, which I talked about in my last vlog, was Pop Sugar. Pop Sugar has a lot of really good body weight exercises that you can do that don't require equipment. So that's kind of what I do on my fasting days. On my eat days, uh, sorry, reading messages. Do I brush my teeth? Yes, I brush my teeth. Yeah, Pop Sugar, by the way. And sorry, all these messages coming in. I'm trying to answer questions at the same time. On my eat days, I do my cardio. So that's whenever I run on the treadmill, or you can also find more workouts on, like I said, Pop Sugar Fitness on YouTube. And they have cardio exercises you could do, which is something I had kind of been doing. My knee has kind of been bothering me recently whenever I've been running, so I've been trying to do just like 15-20 minutes on the treadmill, and then I turn around and I will do like a 30-minute cardio session workout on YouTube. Basically, kind of helps change it up a little bit because it gets boring running the same time every time. Yes, Pop Sugar. They are pretty great. They did Not to like I was in an article for them a while back, actually. I think it was like one of my first ones, and um that was just for their online whatever it is they do. But what I'm talking about is the Pop Sugar on YouTube. Okay. I can't figure out how to post on Instagram that I'm live from my computer, and I don't want to get out of YouTube on here, so oops. Do I fast when I'm ill? Yeah, I continue to fast. It's an every other day thing for me that I continue to do. A lot of the times if I don't feel well, not eating kind of helps me, and plus it kind of clears your body of those toxins a little bit faster too. So that's kind of why I prefer to fast on those days too. Where did I work before? I worked at a credit union. Um, I worked at a credit union and I was always at my desk basically. So I would try to get up twice a day and go for at least a mile long walk, and then I would come home and do my workouts. Um, I feel like I just saw something pop up here and now I don't know what it is. Ah, on your fasting days, do you not eat at all? Yeah, I do not eat at all on my fasting days. Have you seen a decrease in fat loss over time? Well, once your body gets down to a specific amount of body fat, your body doesn't really have a lot more that it can eat, so to say. So it does decrease over time. I mean, once you get down to once you get down to a specific body fat percentage, it's harder to lose more because your body does need some body fat. When does it get better? After 2 weeks? It really just depends on you. It depends on how motivated and determined you are to keep to it. I mean, a lot of people, after the 2 weeks, they definitely get I don't know if you said poo sugar or pop sugar. I didn't see the message pop up. But hi. Yeah, so I don't even remember what I was talking about now. I'm terrible at this, and I am so sorry. What do you think about gum or 10 calories? Um, Gum or 10-calorie drinks. I mean, I do the sparkling ice waters. Really, the best benefits for you for fasting are 0 calories. But if you do something like that, it's not going to stunt your progress that much. You're still in a calorie deficit by a lot. I remember the first winter that I did intermittent fasting, I was thank you by the way for letting me know the 2 weeks does get better. But anyways, the first winter that I did intermittent fasting, I would do the sugar-free hot chocolates on my fasting days even, which was 60 calories. I would come home after work and that's what I would do. And I mean, in my first year, I still lost 98 pounds, even doing, 60 calories on my fasting days with those sugar-free hot chocolates. So really just staying in that calorie deficit is going to, help you lose the weight, but doing a 0 calorie fast is going to be more beneficial in the long run. Just something to help you get through. If you need something small, that's okay. But like I said, 0 calories will get you to where you want to be faster, and it will also help you get all the other benefits with intermittent fasting. So there's that. Yes, I do agree with mince or gums. Broth, I mean, sure. What is the reason you want to extend your fast to 36? Well, I've always done longer fasting periods. The reason I do it now is for the autophagy, which helps with the appearance of skin, your loose skin, basically. So I still, yes, you can chew gum. Yes. Do you drink coffee on your fast days? Yes, I do. Um, but the reason that I continue to do those prolonged fasts is for the autophagy benefits. How do you plan to maintain? Yes, autophagy rocks. I know you didn't work out when you first started. When you did start, what did you do? I've been struggling with couch to C2 5K and it's a struggle. I do not offer coaching yet. How often do I go off track? I mean, I say at least I mean, I don't really go off track. I don't think that having a day where you allow yourself to eat what you want or, having a splurge day on one of your fasting days where you're supposed to be fasting, that's not necessarily going off track. That's called balance. What do you do if you have a weakness? Really just move on. Like if you end up eating a lot one day, you ate a lot one day and you can't beat yourself up over that because that'll just not be good for your mental health. How do I calm my cravings? Depends on what kind of cravings. I mean, really, in all honesty, to calm your cravings. I'm not keto, by the way. No. Really to calm my cravings is eat what you're craving. Like if you eat what you're craving in the long run, you're not going to binge eat a bunch. So if you want a cheeseburger, eat a cheeseburger. But yeah. I didn't have bad breath with intermittent fasting, which is weird because a lot of people have asked that. Do you sport on your eat days? I do work out, if that's what you're asking. I do work out on my eat days and my fasting days. I work out on both days. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so many questions. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad not being able to answer them all for you guys because they just keep popping up. Thank you for everything. You're welcome. Can you shout out to my friend Nick Gurr? He has corona. Shout out to Nick Gurr. What do I do to alleviate the boredom? I clean my house. I actually also picked up painting again. I used to paint all the time. It was kind of like a second job for me, and because it came a second job, I stopped doing it basically because it wasn't fun anymore. Zero sugar Gatorades and Powerades. I have done them before. When you do sport on your eating day, do you increase my calories? No, I don't. I keep them the same, basically because I have an Apple Watch, and my Apple Watch will calculate my workout calories for the day. And because I have it set at a little below my TDEE, basically if I work out enough, it'll kind of help add calories to that. I don't know if that makes sense. But I keep my calorie counter set a little below. So that way, as I work out, if I work out past a certain point, then it'll add more calories to it. Can I put creamer in my coffee? You can. Like I said, though, a 0-calorie fast is the most beneficial, but if you do put a little bit of creamer in your coffee, that's fine. Samaya Kazi, who inspires me, she's puts creamer in her coffee. How do I explain alternate day fasting to family members that don't understand it? I just tell them what it is and what I do. I mean, I have a really supportive family, so I haven't really had to explain myself to anybody. I know in the beginning there were a lot of people that were like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? You're starving yourself. And it's like, there's so much more to it than that. And the best thing you can do is just tell them, am I a size 10 now? No, I'm a size 4'6". Um, it's really just like explaining to them that there's a lot more benefits behind it than just weight loss. And if you can have some examples of that to tell them. Have you been losing more weight after reaching your goal? I'm really right now recompositioning. So as I have lost a lot of fat, I'm building a lot of muscle as well. So like my measurements have changed for sure. My weight has gone up a little bit, but I've gained so much muscle within the past year. I missed a question that somebody asked. How is your concentration while fasting? I want to fast, but I'm scared that it affects my grades in school. I seem to concentrate really well actually because it helped me actually concentrate on what I was doing because I wanted that distraction. I was really able to focus on what I was doing because of that, if that makes sense. And now I'm missing more messages, I'm sorry. Sorry, back with the sport question. So your intake is for this. You run a 10K, which is about 780. You will not eat. I mean, it depends on what my exercise was throughout the day. If I haven't worked out at all that day, um, the 2,500 calories would basically already have your exercise added into that for the day. If I worked out 6 days a week and my TDEE was 2,500 calories, that includes the workout already in it. So I don't add the extra 780 calories because the working out is already added into that calorie amount. I hope that makes sense. How much can I deadlift? I just got back to, because of my knee injury, I've been trying to take it slow. I deadlifted about 105 pounds the other day, but I'm actually doing that today as well. I'm planning on doing that today. And hip thrusts. Hip thrusts are great if you're trying to build your booty. Just saying. Woo. How much can you deadlift? How can I eat anything on my fast day keeping a count? Hey, can I eat anything on my fast day keeping a count on my calories? That's what I did. A lot of people are like, no carbs, only high protein, high fats. That's not necessarily true because within my first year, like I said a couple times, I lost 98 I, not 98, I lost 98 pounds of fat eating carbs and just really counting my calories. No, I'm not Irish. I'm English American. What would you say? What is your current height? My current height, I'm 5'4", and I work out. And whenever I first started working out, which was after 6 months of doing intermittent fasting, I'd already been down 62 pounds. I, sorry. I was down 62 pounds and I started the Couch to 5K app. So I just did the running for like, gosh, almost a year probably. I did not start weightlifting until I was halfway through my second year of intermittent fasting. And whenever I first started with the cardio, that would have been about like 20 to 30 minutes. And now on my lifting days, I work out from anywhere to an hour to an hour and a half. It really just depends on what my workout is. So you don't have to work out that long. Don't feel like you have to. It took me a year to lose all the weight. And yes, my calories, because I work out 6 days a week, I put it as that I am at, like, heavily active. I don't put sedentary on my calorie count anymore. On your fasting days, you can eat, yeah. My current weight, I'm 142 pounds. And no, I've never had Swiss and grapes before. I don't use a workout, um, app to track anything. How are you emotionally doing? Ugh. I don't even want to talk about postponing the wedding. This whole challenge was kind of a way for me to also refresh myself because I needed to stop with the emotional stress eating type things, and this was the best way that I knew how to do it, was just having an accountability group where we could all come together. Have I ever done any other intermittent fasting protocols? No, like 1 meal a day or anything like that. I've done a couple days of 1 meal a day, but, like, most of the time it's alternate day or 4-3, but now I'm going back to alternate day. Refresh yourself before you wreck yourself, exactly. What's the challenge? I just made a video on it actually, and it's called 95 Days of Fasting. Basically what it is a group, accountability group on Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, then I kind of plan on doing it on here as well. But it's a group that we kind of just come together and we talk about the positivity behind what we're doing and just keep good vibes. Like, I don't want to hear any negativity. There's too many things going on in the world to be in a negative mindset right now. And anyone, yes, anyone can join. And it's called 95 Days of Fasting. It's on Facebook. It's currently a private group. I had a couple people ask if I could turn it back to private just because before it was made public, because I was trying to allow people to just join the group automatically without me having to like accept their invitation or whatever. And so I had to change it back to private. So how long did it take me to be able to run an entire 5K? A long time. I was so bad at running, and I was so incredibly, like, out of shape and stuff like that. I've just recently started being able to run. I don't wanna say just recently. I started being able to run a 5K probably close to a year and a half afterwards, um, of starting the C25K app, just because whenever I started the app, I didn't follow the program exactly. I kind of just kept um, like working at it until I felt comfortable enough to move on and then had to push myself. I didn't see the question that she asked, so I'm sorry. I did go down in shoe size. I do get cold sometimes, and I don't know what it is about that that makes you colder on your fasting days. Samaya Kazi had some information about that, but I can't remember what it is she said. What workouts do I follow on my fasting days? On my fasting days, I do lifting, and then on my eat days, I do cardio and running. 95 days of fasting. Like I said, it's just a challenge where we're challenging ourselves to do 95 days of intermittent alternate day fasting or any form of fasting that you want to do up until June 26, 2020. So it's kind of like a 3-month challenge almost. The name of the Facebook group is 95 Days of Fasting. How do you feel about throwing Weight Watchers in with the mix? I don't see a problem with it. That's just a way to kind of help you decide what to eat and things like that. That's another thing on the Facebook group that I'm wanting to do is being able to add in recipes and workouts and distractions. Are herbal teas okay? They should be. I don't see why they wouldn't be. No, I didn't add salt to my water. I'm checking now the page to see if anybody else has. I'm going in now and requesting these or accepting these requests for anybody who has asked. Yeah, I keep trying to figure out how to do it. Like to where people can just automatically be added to the group, but it's not doing it correctly. It's being kind of silly. It wants me to like do membership questions and I don't know. I keep playing with it. Really, it takes 21 days to start a habit. So after 21 days of doing intermittent fasting, it could be so completely easy for you. I didn't see those questions, Faith, so I don't know what questions you're asking me to answer. Do I feel the whole 3 meals a day thing is excessive? Not necessarily. And I don't know what the snake diet is. Okay, thank you, dear. Sorry, I don't know where they are. I've gotten a lot. The group's name is 95 Days of Fasting. You feel tired if you work out on your fasting days? Why don't you work into it? Whenever I first started, I only did my C25K on um my eat days. I didn't do anything on my fasting days just because my body wasn't used to it, and every time I would try to work out on my fasting days, I would get almost sick. So I didn't do it for a really, really long time. It wasn't until about like 6, 7 months ago that I actually was able to start doing both lifting and cardio on my workout days, and now I don't have nearly as many issues. Another thing too is I like to work out, do my lifting at night before bed. Um, and yeah, I totally agree on that. Uh, like if you're at work, it's easier than staying at home. Oh my goodness, so many things popping up. Can I eat carbs my fast day? I did. I mean, I ate carbs and I still do occasionally eat carbs. Like, I mean, I'm not a stickler on carbs at all, guys. Like, not all carbs are bad for you. Of course, there are the really processed, that's not a good carb for you type of carb, but then there are like I like eat rice and beans, and things like that where it's like those are good carbs. If you just are smart about your carb intake, I used to get so much crap about what I would eat, but everything that I have eaten up to this point has still helped me lose. Whoa, what is happening? Still help me lose and maintain. How do you control my hunger pains and cravings? Coffee and water. And no, I'm not hungry right now. Actually, I'm not hungry at all. I just have been doing this for so long now that it gets easier. My hardest days are Fridays. Like, Fridays are the absolute worst days for me to get through, and I don't know why. And now it's been a little bit more difficult because I've been home. Yes, I am fasting right now. I had a cup of coffee somewhere, but I don't know where it went. I'm really bad at keeping control of my coffee and my water. I'm always losing them. Yeah, you can go out as long as you practice safe distance as well. Yep. I I feel you on that one. You start at 8 and end. So basically what I do is kind of monitor my fast. I'm in Missouri, by the way. I have to break 5. The night before, I will stop my fast at 8 o'clock. I don't like eating past 8 o'clock the night before. And then the next day, I fast the entire day, all through the day, and the day after that, I break my fast typically at like 10 o'clock. So that way it brings it about 38 hours for me. Yes, on your fasting days, you can eat under 500 calories no matter what. But I mean, I would suggest being smart with those calories, make sure that they're something that actually is going to fill you up. Like, don't eat 500 calories and Cheez-Its, eat a cup of yogurt, which could essentially be 100 calories, and it's much more filling than 500 calories and Cheez-Its. And then it's like, you had yogurt, which is good for you. So, mm. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, guys, just because I have to go get in my walk for the day. I have some things that I need to do around the house. But I did wanted to check in with you guys and just say, hey, what's up? Like the whole point of this is day 1 of the challenge, 95 days of fasting. You can find it on Facebook. I will show you kind of what it looks like. It's got this little blue thing. I hope you guys can find it. I tried linking it on my vlog as well. How frequently am I going to do this? My goal is to do it at least 1 time a day. How do I feel about homemade nut butters and bone broths? That's fine. I mean, I don't feel anything bad about it. But yeah, I want to do this at least once a day. I also want to try to give you guys some recipes at least once a day. Basically where Oh, okay, I answered a question finally. Okay, good. Sorry, I was like, I don't know which question you're talking about. There's so many. But I want to add at least one recipe a day as well, where it'll be like breakfast one day, lunch the next, dinner. So it's kind of giving you guys an alternate type of fasting. Nope, that's not what I was going to say. An alternate type of eat on a day. So that way maybe throughout the week you could be like, oh, well, she posted this breakfast on Monday. I'm going to go back and find Monday's recipe. So, whatever. But yeah, guys, I know there's so many questions, and Macy asked, what's my problem right now? I've lost 25 pounds, but not trying to do 80 if I realize keto is just hard. Basically, just make sure that you are dropping your calories as you lose your weight. If you keep your calories at the same, your body's not going to adjust to less amount of calories. So if you're kind of stalled, that's what I would do, is just kind of adjust your calories down. And a reminder about the fast duration. And I'm going through every couple hours and accepting invites to the group. How often do I correct my calories? I correct it every time I weigh myself. Like if my weight is the same, which it has been for a while now, like I said, I'm recompositioning with my weightlifting and everything else. I haven't had to change my calorie count for a while. It's okay, Faith. Thank you so much. And you guys too. I know I'll probably get lots of messages in the group, but feel free to post on the group if you are planning on participating in the Facebook challenge. And there's so many helpful people out there that can help you answer the questions if I can't get to you, just because I have this that I'm managing along with Instagram. I have my other Facebook group and Snapchat and things like that. So it's a lot, but if my Facebook group that I was talking about, if you watched my vlog that I posted this morning, I linked it there. I don't know if I can add the link to this live video. I'll see if I can after I get out of this. And if that's the case, you guys can just like copy and paste it and put it out there and see if you can find it. No, I don't do Twitter. I can't get into Twitter. I like share things from Instagram, but I just can't do Twitter. I don't know why. I just can't do Twitter. What do you eat to break your 24-hour fast? Well, I do longer fast than that. I do 38 hours. But really, I find that breaking your fast with anything is not as long as it's not like 7 fried eggs and like a bunch of grease and stuff like that. I try to keep it healthier. But anyways, like I said, I gotta go though, guys. Like I said, it's 2:41 now. Ian will be home shortly. He was part of the essential workforce, which I'm kind of bummed out about because I was hoping this next week, which would be the week before our wedding, that I'd be able to spend time with him, but he's gonna have to go to work. So I want to get downstairs and do my first walk for the day and clean house a little bit and just kind of keep distracted and motivated to not eat. And I'm not hungry right now, but it always sucks more towards the end of the year. So I am getting off here now, guys. Make sure you check back in like tomorrow. I don't know what time I will be doing this tomorrow. I was kind of thinking about doing like a breakfast vlog with you guys, maybe like making some oatmeal or something like that, because I think that'd be kind of fun, to maybe do it together. I think it'd be really awesome too to like sit down and have dinner with everybody, but that's so many questions that y'all be asking and I don't think I can answer and eat and everything else at the same time. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I super duper really appreciate it. We're all in this together. We're all gonna be safe. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna move forward and we're gonna be in this together, and that is the most exciting thing about this. So like I said, 95 days of fasting on Facebook. I will try to link it here so you guys can see the group link. I hope you all are okay with me not ever wearing makeup or doing my hair or anything on these videos, because I'm not gonna waste that good foundation on this. Just kidding. You might see me dressed up sometimes. You just got to do it to like feel better about yourself. But I'm gonna stop rambling now that you guys kind of know my personality a little bit more. I'm so glad that I'm here to meet all you guys. But anywho, getting off here, guys. Peace. Thank you so much, and I love you.